last chance. No more. This is the last thing. It's the last chance we all got. The last chance Player Jam's got. The last chance Player Jam's got. If this fails, if this all fails, y'all, there's nothing we can do to save Player Jam. There really will not be anything we can do to save Player Jam. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, this all comes together and we can actually save this league, y'all. How are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? King, Westbrook, how are you guys doing? Now, you guys might be confused on why I said the league has the most parity we've ever seen. Let's look at it this way. This is the Eastern Conference. Look how close this is. Going right into playoff spots. This is ridiculously close. And don't even get me started on this conference over here. This might be the closest I've ever seen a conference be. To put it in perspective, the Aces are sitting at a 7th seed on 32 and 22. Might even miss the playoffs, but at the same time, can't even jump up to a 3rd seed or higher. This might be insane. This is the most insane thing I've seen. And let's just get right into it. You know what? Let's skip through All-Star festivities. Number 1 team in the league right now is the Red Devils. We're going to give them a game. We're going to play Bentley Prep. So let's sim all the way through here past the All-Star break. Because honestly, we're just headed towards the end of the season. It's all good, King. Don't worry. Matt Altman, baby. This is literally it. Okay? I personally think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if this doesn't work activity-wise or anything, I hate to say it, but it's the end of Player Jam. I'm not going to be motivated after this to even keep going. Much less want to keep streaming. I know you guys don't want that at all. Okay, I know you guys love this league. I know that. By heart. I know Player Jam means a lot to a lot of you, but if I'm not going to be given the same opportunity to get activity, to get people on, to people enjoy this stuff, how am I going to enjoy doing this? If you guys want Player Jam to keep going, y'all, hit the like button, please. Thank God. Also, Gaff is Jack Porter. Oh my God. I don't know if it's you, because if it is, that would just be a massive coincidence. About start of 2K17 or end of 2K16, I drafted a point guard named Jack Porter as my first ever draft pick in Player Jam. My first ever draft in Player Jam history. I drafted this point guard named Jack Porter, who was amazing. He was just amazing. But his overall wouldn't go up, and he was stuck like an 85. And in Player GM, that's just a no-go, and he wasn't active enough. It just hurt, you know? So, yeah. If that's you, man, why weren't you more active, my guy? If you were more active back then, I would have had a superstar point guard right out of the gate. You would have been a stud. I would have been having a lot more fun, but hey, that's just how it is, man. Jack Porter will always live in my heart as the first guy I ever drafted in Player GM, and still one of the best players I've ever had. So, first things first, before we even get into the simming, you guys know how to do it. 2K camera angle. Custom NYL sliders. I'm not on any team. Let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. The Bentley Prep Bees are one of the best teams in the league. They're taking on the best team in the league, Scott Arsenault Jr. He transferred here. This is going to be incredibly fun, incredibly interesting, and we're going to get it right here to go off the tip. Indy wins the tip. Right now, there's Kyrie Durant. He's taking the ball up. You're going to flip it over to Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson, who is covering Marcus Johnson? Oh, that's Gizmo Poole. Johnson, he gets fouled there by Gizmo. First foul of the game, first shot missed. And here we go. Free throw time on the stream. Indy, first free throw. Marcus Johnson's having quite the season. 23 points per game, almost 6 assists a game. As the small forward of this team, this kid is something special. He's really talented. Gets both free throws to go, and there's Dukari Pierce. He's taking the ball up. Dukari's quite a player. He's quite a stud, and I think it's going to be really fun to see. There's Derek Jackson III. He's going to flip the ball over to Dukari Pierce Jr., and he's going to take the ball up. He's going to pull up, misses it. Rebound, Scott Arsenal Jr. He's going to give it over to Jalen Pierce. Jalen Pierce. Oh, he's going to step back. There's Jalen. There's Jalen. There's Jalen. He's going to flip it over to Kyrie Durant, and Kyrie Durant, he's going to pull it. Doesn't get it to go. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen. For those of you who are what's it called, OGs of NYL, you guys know last year, what's it called? The Red Devils had that uniform where it was like the red stripe that swirled around. You know what I mean? Like the one that what's it called, the old Hawks. When the Hawks were like green and blue. That was like their what's it called? Their design. How it was like a stripe, and so we had one which was the black stripe. No, the black jersey, and the stripe was red. Now, I didn't realize it now because mainly you guys know I'm not a huge NBA fan or anything, but I watch it occasionally. I realized the Atlanta Hawks have those exact same jerseys and they say Atlanta. So it made me laugh because I was like, at the Atlanta Hawks, someone on the Hawks organization tuned into an NYL stream once, and all of a sudden, they just copied it for the Hawks. Like, I'll try to get a picture side by side and post it. I think that would be really funny and really interesting. But yeah, I thought that was really funny because I was like, dude, they're stealing my unis out here. But man, it was interesting. I'll try to get a picture like Kenneth Hines or something like that to try to have it open. There is Jalen Pierce. The score is 2-2. He's gonna give it over to Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson, 7 seconds left, covered by Gizmo Poole. There's a screen from Yeehaw Pierce. And Johnson, he gets fouled once more. 2 more free throws for Marcus Johnson. He looking like James Harden out here. Just missing the beard. First one for Johnson. He sinks it. No issue, no problem, baby. So, you guys might be wondering what I'm thinking of doing. I want to do a sim league, you know. I want to do, I either A, want to make NYL no longer a player GM thing, make it its own pro league. Every team is fictitious, and maybe just start, when I do colleges, college teams are also like fictitious, you know what I mean? I'll adjust ages and contracts based off of the years in NYL, and then I might put some NYL legends in and stuff to, you know, boost it around if people are interested in it anyway. And I'll have trading and all of that, and I'll try simming more, and we'll try to have a lot more fun with that. But, yeah. Would you guys be into that? You tell me. Oh, what a finish, Scott Arsenal Jr. What a finish by Scotty Boy. If you guys would be interested in that, please let a brother know. That would be actually really interesting. It would be really fun. And I would try my best to do it, but it will have no more association with player GM. Like I said, we'll see how it turns out. But that if I do that, I will no longer be running NYL for player GM. I'll just leave player GM as a whole, and that'll be my own league. Another thing that I want to do, which is more of a side project, but if I didn't end up doing NYL as its own league, and I didn't end up doing, what's it called? If I didn't make NYL like its own league like that and leave player GM through that, but I still have player GM, I might actually do a college football sim. I thought about it with Race. I talked about it with him. He has a high school simulation thing. I really want to do a college one, and it looked really fun. And you guys know I can run a good league when I have it as my priority, and I'd run that as my priority and try to make another competitive football league. That would be quite fun. Just let me know. But if, like I said, if NYL is just no interest anymore from anyone, I'm probably just gonna drop NYL like this and then maybe just run my own league and we'll have some fun. And we'll see how it goes from that. The jerseys for NYL will be the same except all the teams that say like Academy or something like that or Prep. I'll change it to where it just says like for example, the Walker Academy Warriors would be what's it called? Like I don't know, the what's it called? Like the Walker Warriors or something like that. Like just the Walker Warriors, something like that. Bentley Prep Bees would just be like the Bentley Bees. Indianapolis Red Devils would still be Indianapolis Red Devils. Things like that, you know. X Factors, I would probably change it to like the Milwaukee X Factors so they have a city. Or maybe I would just change all of them to be. I mean, if it's named after a team, like a guy's name, I'll still go with it. So like Icon Prep would just be like, you know, what type of free throw was that? God damn. Icon Prep, what's it called? Icon Prep Villain, would it be the Icon Villain or something? I don't know. Yeah, Walker Athletics Warriors. There you go. You see something like that. That's what I mean. Like, and then make my own league out of that. I love Player Gym. You guys know I love it, and I want to be here till the league dies. But let me put it this way: I talk with Westbrook, and honestly, as much as people will hate to admit it or say and stuff, ooh, what a three by D-Hop Pierce. Um, we're basically keeping the league alive. And Westbrook said, if I stop running NYL, he'll stop running NCAA, and the feeling's mutual. If he doesn't run NCAA, I will straight up drop a Player Gym. LJ, I know he's busy. We're like the same age. I understand that college apps and stuff, it's really hard around this time of the year and stuff, but he has no interest to run Player GM, and I don't blame him. There's like no activity, no one really cares, and for me, that is just, you know, a stab wound into the heart of everyone, and that pisses me off. But there isn't much I can do. So honestly, I might just start running my own league, because Player GM, I can't keep relying on the NBA when the NBA isn't simming and he doesn't really care, and then we're over here trying our best to keep a league alive. And honestly, I'm losing interest because there's no do anything. I know you guys are making the NBA rosters, but you see Player Gym, he doesn't care. Like he doesn't care. I love the guy. LJ is a great dude, but he just doesn't care anymore, and I don't blame him for it. It's frustrating, and I get what y'all mean, but I might just, like I said, make NYL its own thing, its own league. You know what I'm saying? Like make it its own league, and yeah, we'll see how that ends up turning out. I'll make NYL its own league, and we'll have a lot of more fun with that. Indy end up killing the Bentley Prep Bees. An insane game from Durant. 320 plus scores with Johnson 1 point off, joining that 20-point scoring club with only two guys not doing it. Hugh Gafford, more of a defensive guy. He shot 100% from the field this game, and 100% from three as well. And on the other side, it was just a mess. Dukari, Pierce Jr., and Jackson did their thing. But other than that, the team really struggled. There isn't really much else that can be said about that. Indeedy, don't be greedy, feed the needy. After the X Factors Pandas, this is also a really interesting game. Pandas trying to fight. They're currently sitting in the 8th seed. X Factors sitting towards the top of the division. They're only a couple games out from each other. But here we go. Nibley Bergeron, he does good. Junior Parks, I don't know what he's been doing this season, especially because Brother said he was going to be active and he's been inactive. But here he is. Uzi Carlton got a triple-double, very inefficient, but it's something. Orange Pez ends up fouling out with 18 and 12. Kobe King, he also ended up fouling. Two guys fouled out. Kobe King a lot earlier than Orange Pez, but they both end up fouling out, and they force Ronald Smith Jr. to actually play some minutes or win. They still dominate this game over their opposition, Nibley Bergeron and DeAndre Pierce. DeAndre Pierce having quietly a really good freshman season. But yeah, it's just been a really interesting team to say the least. There's Walker Academy. They're playing the Silverbacks. So let's get right into it. Silverbacks have been one of the worst teams in the league, and they're, I think, the only team that really suck. And the Warriors, who are the number one, just to show the parity, the Warriors were the number one seed, lose by 1 point in a nail biter to the Silverbacks. That's just saying something, man. Cyclones taking on the Riders. The Riders usually have been a really good team historically. So have the Cyclones. Cyclones the best team in league history. And they're currently sitting on a 3rd seed. But they might drop off to a lower seed as this insane 151 to 143 game finishes. Terrence Oubre the 4th, 44-5 and 8. JJB 37-4 and 8. Tekapana 22 and 10. And oh my God, Fortnite is a transsexual 14, 8 and 17. That's really interesting as a whole. Javion Lillard 31, 5 and 10. Old School Doran 26, 8 and 6. Two insane games from both sides. Deshaun Blackman 17 and 17. He's averaging 17 and 12 on the season. Man, that was an insane game. That would have been a fun game to have seen as a whole. Aces taking on the Storm. Aces are one of the hottest teams in the league right now. But the Storm are class for a reason. I don't know what has been up with the Aces. They really heated up right before this game, and then they just choked it away here. I don't know what it is. And then here it is. Lions taking on the Pitbulls. The Lions were an amazing team last year. This year they should be doing better. And they're doing pretty badly. However, they blow out. Not blow out. They beat by 6 points the Lions over the Pitbulls. Marshall Southside with a sick game. Chip Chipperson ends up fouling out quite early by his standards, but he still gets 19 and 15. And he forced his teammates to take control of the game. IT Jr. dropped 30, Ty Crane 27, and Ty Smooth 20 and 13. That just wasn't enough for them. Indeed, I want to do a game. Who's been on? Honestly, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, y'all. But I don't know. When we do if I do the NCAA league, oh man, it would be fun. Yeah, let's do this one. Why not? X Factors taking on the Storm. I don't want the league to end like this, but if no one's gonna be on, I'm not gonna have enough recruits for the coming season, and it's gonna be just absolutely whack. No owners are gonna be on for recruiting, and it's gonna suck because almost every single owner is inactive. We went from having 30 active owners, duking it out, getting recruits, all of that, to having King, Walker, Pez, and that's it. And Race recently as well, so shout out Race for that. But it's not been fun. If I do the NCAA league, I messaged you to be my NCAA, so to say, you know what I'm saying, like be that guy for me. Help me out, all of that. That's what I messaged you for. Race. What the? Oh, wait, I didn't. I'm stupid. Oops. Poopsie daisy. Alright. Alright. If I do it, I want you to be high school. Do I bring in an NFL? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see how it turns out. But anyway, interesting as a whole. We'll see how the concept turns out. It's sad. That's how I know the league died. Okay, NYL back in the day, we'd have 20 to 25 people on every single stream. 20 to 25 people on every single stream. And now we have 5 that are supposedly watching, and based off of the comments, we have 3. And it's not even, and one of those people, the 5 is myself, so that's 4. There's one person watching. I think it's Westbrook, but he can't have audio on or something like that. But it's frustrating. It pisses me off. Okay. What happened to Player GM? Player GM just straight up died. And honestly, yeah, that's just how it is. I might just make my own league, have that type of interest and stuff, and then from there just go off on it, and we'll see how it turns out. Hold up, because 2K for some reason doesn't stick the damn camera settings. I need to do all this every single game now, and it pisses me off. But it's whatever. I already said it pisses me off, and that's just how it's going to be. If the league dies, it's going to die like this, and it's going to be really sad, but it's just how it's going to have to be, sadly. Anyway, there we go. They're going to get over the San Diego Storm taking on the X Factors, baby. And it's going to be amazing. Ball goes up. Alfonso Walker, he gets the board. He's going to pass it up to Kobe King. Kobe King is going to go up with it. Finishes the hammer slam. There he goes, baby. What a finish at the rim. That was quite the finish. Anyway, there we go. How is this one going to go? Ooh, there's Tyrone Romero. He's going to get the ball. He's going to go up with it. Shoots. Misses the shot. Alfonso Walker. Going to go up with... Oh, my God. Uzi Carlton gets swatted by Scalabrini Walker. But Walker, he's something, baby. He's something. Sadly, gets sent to the line. Uzi Carlton shooting free throws. He's averaging insane statistics this season. And it's just been pretty memorable to watch. X Factor's up 4-0. There's Sam Stevenson. Oh, he could have pulled the 3-ups. Not to, though. He's going to take the ball. He's going to flip it over to Tyrone Romero. Screen from Scalabrine. Scalabrine. He's going to go up. Oh, my God. I don't know what he did there. If that was a travel. If not, I don't even know. Romero draws the foul. Gets 2 free throws here. Oh, man. There we go. Romero, first free throw. Bricks it. He's been struggling a little this season, but he's still a good player. Second free throw from Romero. He does finish that one. 4-1 right now. San Diego down by 3. There's Orange Pez. What's he going to do? Going to get over to Alfonso Walker. He's going to take the ball. He's going to launch that one. Finishes it easy at the rim. And that's definitely something interesting to watch, to calculate, all of it. There's Uzi Carlton. What's he going to do? He's going to go up with it. Almost gets blocked. Sorry, not Uzi Carlton. Sam Stevenson. My bad. Sam Stevenson. He ends up finishing. He's averaging 31 as well this season. He's going off. 6-3 right now is the game. Orange Pez shoots it from the midi. Doesn't get it to go. Scalabrine. Walker pulls in and goes over to Stevenson. Stevenson over to Jose Sanchez. Sanchez goes up. Doesn't get it to go. There's Orange Pez. Junior Parks. He's going to flip it down to Uzi Carlton. No, he's going to go to Kobe King, who launches a deep 3. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound Stevenson. Stevenson taking the ball. He's going to give it over to Newman. No, he's going to give it over to Romero. Romero with the green layup. 6-5. Yeah, Hines, I'm sorry. Just Twitch has been really buggy, and it's been annoying me. If you guys are having issues, put the quality to the highest quality. The stream might lag a bit more than it would usually, but it should give you a higher resolution, a higher res compared to other situations. And there's that. Anyway, San Diego now. And by 5, there goes Romero, and another tough layup, and Tyrone Romero finishes it. Oh yeah, baby, this has been interesting. There we go. There is Kobe King. Kobe King, he's on the ball, gonna flip it inside to Uzi Carlton. Uzi Carlton over to Alfonso Walker. Walker doesn't get it to go. Carlton goes up with his, and that is quite the one to revel at. There's Tyrone Romero. He's been hot today. He missed the free throw. Other than that, he scored all the points for his team. He goes up with it. Contact layup. Tyrone Romero has been attacking this team. Oh my goodness. He has 7 out of the 9 points for his team, and he has almost the exact amount of points as the entire X Factor squad. Who is this Tyrone Romero? Could he throw an alley-oop to Uzi? Carlton finishes it. And now we're hitting up Simcast. It's 10-9. Let's just hit up that Simcast, baby. But yeah, like I said, I talked to you guys how I'm probably going to do the league. If you had a guy transferring into NYL, if I do the alternative league option, you can definitely join in, and that would be fun. Anyway, X Factors walk away with the win. Kobe King, 35-11-9. Orange Pez, 33-12-10. Uzi Carlton, 40-12-15. This is a dynamic trio. That's insane. Parks adds some good depth. So does Piv. Walker's a solid defensive presence inside. And this guy is just a scrub. What a game. Sam Stevenson, all drops almost 40. Has a good game as a whole, but sadly, it just was not enough as the Storm fall. This might be one of the greatest trios ever in one of the league's history where there's the most parodies. Who's the Instagram guy who left? Hold on, pause. Oh man, here we go. The stream will always be saved and it will be uploaded to YouTube, dude. Yeah. Best of luck, kid. But yeah, you know what? Y'all want, I'm just gonna sim it to the end of the season, and we're gonna with the last like 3 days we're gonna leave untouched. You simcast, see who made the playoffs, and see how close this playoff race is towards the end. X Factors have gone on a tear to end the season so far. It will be saved on YouTube. I'm sorry, King, but this is how it's been. This is how it's going to be. Best of luck, y'all. Best of luck, King, man. And yeah, my apologies to everyone. I've officially failed you guys in running a league. There's no interest anymore, and yeah, I've officially, in my opinion, failed you guys in running a damn league. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry to all of you. I'm gonna have to, yeah, this is gonna be the last season of NYL and Player GM, and then I might just dump Player GM and make my own league and see how it progresses from there. My bad, y'all. My bad. Playoff picture. Indy have clinched the playoffs. They're currently fighting for the first seed with the X Factors. San Diego clinched, Baltimore clinched, Miami clinched, East Bay clinched, Las Vegas ended up clinching, and then there's a huge fight for the A seed between now Pierce County, San Antonio, and Chicago. All of them are right there. Vancouver will sadly not be able to fight into a player spot. So the Goats, Kovacic, Elite, Providence, Shaq Prep, and Cincinnati all will not be in the playoffs for probably the last season of NYL. Pandas, Flash, and Blue Chips, though, will be fighting for it. Other than that, there's a lot more in the playoff. First seed can still be decided. 4th, 5th, and 6th seed can also be decided amongst this team. Maybe even the 7th seed amongst these teams, and the A seed squabbling with 3 dudes on the outside. On the other side, Walker Academy officially clinched the 1 seed. And then there's a fight. This might be one of the most interesting fights. There's 2 games remaining, so Icon Prep is officially out of it. And unless Hollywood wins one of their last remaining 2 games, if they win one of their last remaining 2, they will clinch. But if they lose both, we have the possibility of 2 to 5 being entirely mixed up. Potentially Icon Prep hopping up to 3rd if everything goes their way. Pearl City, if it goes, they already have one more game. They're done. They're stuck at the 7th seed. And Houston is fighting with Tuscan, who's, if they win both and Houston loses both, they can get in, potentially even for IMG. And that's actually really interesting. So the playoff bouts are going to be quite interesting. Oh, man. Simcast time. Ascender taking on the Cougars. Cougars suck this season. IMG need this win. If they lose to the Cougars, their playoff ideals, their playoff hopes officially are over. They win their big win. Tuscan needs this win as well, but we're going to see the Huskies taking on this team. Huskies need a win. If they get the win, they clinch playoffs. If they lose, they keep the door open for opposition. But Memphis needs this win to try to hop up a seed. If they do it, they get a win. Crucial win for them. Blue Chips now taking on the Flash. This is a huge game because the loser of this game, well, when we do it, the loser of that game will officially drop out. Icon Prep versus Chicago. I think they're in the same conference. This is a huge matchup, and it's tied up. Who has the ball? If Icon Prep has the ball, we're hopping in. Gates rebound. Oh, yeah. Icon Prep ball with 11 seconds left. This is going to be huge. Wait, is Chase Young staying another year? Pause. Don't tell me he's staying. Pause. Pause. Okay, it's Icon Prep ball. I'm not going to control anyone. Camera 2K. Sliders. NYL. Chicago up by 1. Icon Prep need a bucket to win. 11 seconds left. They can give it over to LaMelo Crawford. LaMelo Crawford, he is quite a player. Oh, he's on the ball. He's going to take it himself, isn't he? Oh, he can kick it out. Kicks it out to Boardman, gets paid. He's going to go up with it. He misses it. Chicago with the win. Close it out. Icon Prep, I think, now are stuck in their seating. And that's going to be quite fun and quite interesting and everything. was a big one. Chicago needed that win to potentially hop up a seed. That is a huge one for them. Bees. The next game is Spartans Raiders. Chill game. Actually, no. Tuscan needs to win to get into the playoffs. And they keep their hopes alive with a 3-point win. Barry Gafford has been the man for them. Vipers taking on this. This is a meaningless game. Tigers, I believe, are fighting for a playoff spot, if I remember correctly, to potentially hop up a seat. So Tigers, they need this win over Kovacic Elite. They don't get it. Oh, because Carlos Hogan goes off. Silverbacks taking on. So the X Factors game is going to be a massive one, and so is the Red Devil and Pandas, especially against the Pandas, because Pandas need to help sneak into the playoffs. Red Devils need to keep that first seed. X Factors should have an easy win over the Silverbacks, but as we saw earlier, who knows. Fire, they're doing solid this year with Luke Lecas and the Bentley Prep Bees. They've been okay, they've been insane, but they get a huge win here. Alan King does good, Lecas does his thing, but the team struggles after that, and Storm need this win over the Lions more than anything. They need this win over the Lions. I think the Lions are already out of playoff contention. Storm need this to potentially hop up a couple seeds or something, and they do just that, or at least to maintain the seeding that they're in. They get that win, huge win. Goats are out. Pitbulls need to push up. This might be the most important game of the day. Loser doesn't make the playoffs. Winner keeps their hopes alive. And actually now, because the Pierce County, I just realized something. I'm really dumb. Pierce County's down one game to the Flash. Now they're equal on games. And if the Chicago Pandas end up losing to the Red Devils, not only do the Red Devils become the first and I think only 60-win team, unless the X Factors pull something out of their butt, but it makes it a three-way tie heading into the last day. And it's not easy for Pierce County, as they end up having to play. You guessed it. These guys. The Blue Chips have to play the X Factors on their last day. That's going to be tough. Silverbacks taking on the X Factors. This one's going to be interesting. If X Factors get the win, it's chill. If they don't get the win, it will be a massive upset. If they get the win, business as usual. They do their thing. No complaining here. Was that all the games of the day? No, it wasn't. There's this one. Well, there's two more. Goats, Pitbulls, Pandas, Red Devils heading into the last day for them. Pitbulls here are taking on the Goats. They need this win. They get the win over the Goats. The Goats couldn't really do much. And the Goats they struggle a lot. And here we go. This game is massive. Pandas need the win to keep playoff hopes alive. Red Devils need it. Ooh. Red Devils lose. Red Devils lose to the Pandas. Now the Pandas, all they need to do is win one more game. They need to win one more game. They're done. They're done with the season. The Flash and Pierce County need to win their next game. And that's going to be horribly difficult for Pierce County. Why? Because they're playing the X Factors. Who plays today? Hold up. Daily View. Any major playoff implications? This one. Huge playoff implications. Winner of the game gets a higher seed. Flash can get an easy win here over the Silverbacks to secure. Aces clinched, but this one might actually help them out. Hop up at least a seed or something. Trying to maintain that. Walker Academy already kept that first seed. These 4 games are here. They're all relatively crucial. Warriors Ascenders. First game. Ascenders out of the playoffs. Playoff hopes officially over. Walker Academy trying to make their season a bit more impressive. And they lose towards the end at the buzzer. That is a frustrating one to suffer. A tough pill to lose. Before we go into the last day, I'm going to go through the top teams, see how we're going to do the statistics or who does it. So, spotlights here. If they get this win over Chicago, all they do, they blow them out of the water. Nicola Frazier absolutely goes off for the triple-double. Iris in 2016, Scotty Boston 39-9, and 43-8-11 for Mario Muller Jr. Insane game from them. They absolutely dominate Chicago. Nothing to do there. Riders, Aces. This is another big game. But first, we're going to do Silverbacks Flash. If the Flash lose this game, playoffs are over for them, and it just comes down to Pierce County and the Pandas. They get their win. They do their part. Dill does his thing to try to launch his team into a playoff spot. The question is, will they maintain that playoff spot? Who knows? Who knows? Finally, Riders taking on the Aces here. Aces need a huge win. Riders still a good team, though. Riders get a huge win. Massive W. Aces can clinch the playoffs, but they're going to be a lower seed. That's going to be a fun one. And yeah, we sent to that day. Let's check the statistics. Playoff picture, first things first. For me personally, anyone on these three teams will be the MVP, and on this side, only on Walker Academy will there be anyone even considered. So let's check out the stats on all those teams. On this team, who is the MVP for this team? It's really up there. It's up for grabs. Who is going to be the MVP for this team? But looking at all the stats, the MVP for this team. Oh man, this one's hard. The MVP, in my opinion, is either Jalen Pierce or Marcus Johnson. I'll decide that towards the end, but one of those. Scott Arsenal did amazing, but I think both of them have better stats. They're doing way better. From there, X Factor. I think they have if they finish with the 1 seed, they have the MVP locked up. I don't know. Uzi Carlton's averaging 31 points, 12 rebounds, 14 assists as a center, along with 2 steals per game, a block, and 50% from the field. Unless someone somehow has more impressive stats than that, which no one does. In the league, no one has more impressive stats than that. Yeah, Uzi Carlton is your MVP. I'm saying it right now. I'm sorry to everyone else for even considering stuff, but damn, Uzi Carlton, he's a beast, man. He's a beast. He's a beast, my guy. A monster. Let's start saving. Waves Iron Pigs. Really, just for position for the Iron Pigs. If they get the win, if they lose, that's a huge loss. Reigning champions as well. Easy win. Next game. Chicago. So Swordfish taking on the Huskies. Huskies need a win to clinch playoffs. Pearl City, I think they ended up missing out just barely. Huskies get a massive win. I think they might have actually snuck in. Bees. The Moose Villains. Yeah, Villains need a win. 2 losses on the trot to end the season. Not good. They lose to a very low-level team. Blue Chips X Factors. This is crucial. If the Blue Chips lose, they're out of playoff contention. And I think the X Factors have officially just clinched the 1 seed. What a game. What a season for the X Factors. Yeah, Mom, I know. Luke Lecas does his thing, so does Allen. Did they make the playoffs? I don't even remember. I don't even know. Spotlights Pandas. Pandas, if the Pandas lose here, the Flash go through. Pandas squeak by, get a last-second win, and I think they officially have clinched the playoffs. They have a loss there would have given San Antonio a playoff berth. Instead, Chicago clinch it. And on the other side, Houston have officially clinched it with that win. All playoff spots officially secured. Gosh darn, man. Providence started off so high at the start of the year and just fell off a cliff. That's frustrating for them. But damn, all the playoff spots officially decided. Maybe not the order, but all the teams going to be there are. Walker Academy need this massive win just for morale. They go to OT with the Vipers and lose. That is not how you want to end your season as a 1 seed. Cougars Bees. Yes, I'll show you the stats for those guys. Although, like I said, we'll see how it ends up turning out. Oh my god, what a sick game from Cross to just humiliate them. And here we go. Storm Spartans. I think the Storm here, they've a very, this is just to clinch the 3rd seed. They do it, they clinch the 3rd seed, I think. Good for them. Over here. Tuscan, did they get in? I'm not even sure. Big win for the Raiders. Did they get in? I don't even remember. Did they? No, they're just out. They're just out of the spot. Houston's win keeps Tuscan out of the playoffs. That is frustrating for them. So for those of you who don't know, I ended up getting a head injury yesterday. I'm fine, but my head hurts. We'll be fine. Aces, they need this win over the Tigers. They need it. They need it. They need it. They won't get it. This Tigers team have been really shocking. They're doing their thing. Javik does his thing. Hines goes off. This is his stats for the year. After starting off incredibly slow, he finishes the season incredibly strong with basically 21 points a game and 13 rebounds, 2-2 on it. Efficiency could be way better, but he's still a top player in the league, so shout out him. He is a beast. Don't get it twisted, Red Devils Goats. They need this win. If the Goats keep the Red Devils out of a potential 1 seed, That would suck. Red Devils get the win. The question is, do they get that 1 seed? The question is, do they get that 1 seed? Let's check. This last game, it's irrelevant. Nope. X Factors, despite they have the head-to-head advantage, take the 1 seed from Indy. San Diego, the 2nd seed. Baltimore, the 4th. Miami, 5th. East Bay, 6th. Las Vegas, 7th. And Chicago, in the 8th seed. And on the other side, Walker Academy, 1st seed. Hollywood, 2nd seed. Memphis, 3rd seed. Bentley Prep, the 4th seed. Chicago's the 5th seed. Icon Prep, the 6th seed. Pearl City, the 7th seed. And Houston, the 8th seed. I don't even know who plays on this last day. Here it is. Again, this one I think is also for playoff spot, playoff positioning. We'll see how that turns out. But I think Riders have officially clinched the 4th seed. We'll see how that one actually turns out. MVP, 2K agrees with me. This kid, he's been something. He's been insane. Uzi Carlton is your MVP. Rookie of the Year, not LaMelo Crawford. He's not even a rookie. He's not even a freshman. Who is the Freshman of the Year? Let's scroll on through. I mean, the best freshman in the nation. Scored the most points. He's up there. His team made the playoffs. Wasn't for him, they wouldn't have made the playoffs. Rebounding wise, here's the rebound leaders around the league. He's up here as well. Assists, he will not be up here, but he's a good passer. Does his thing. Deshaun Blackmon had a great season, but can I argue? That's the question. Can I? Can I really argue against the fact that Xavier Westbrook is one of the best players in the league as a freshman? I can't. I can't argue against it. Xavier Westbrook is your Freshman of the Year. Easily. Beats out Luke Lecas just because he made the playoff spots. But there he is. Xavier Westbrook. Rookie of the Year. Shakir. You know what? No, I want to get some pictures here just to post it. Uzi. MVP. Xavier. Freshman of the Year. 6th man. Whatever, let's just give it to Shakir Anthony. He's the only 6th man I can remember. Defensive player. Do we give it to Old School Doran? Let's find out. Defensive rebound leaders. Morris, Pollard, Pierce, Boardman, Cross. Steals. No one here is really up there. Where's Carlton? Brandon White as well is up there. Blocks. Yeah, well, I'm surprised he even won it. Personally, I'm surprised he won it because I think there's more deserving guys up here. Is there any guy with 2 and 2 on both sides? Oh, Isaac Hines and Lane Race. Who should get it over them? Race had more steals, but 0.1 more for Hines. You know what? Might be controversial. I don't give a crap. Isaac Hines is your Defensive Player of the Year. Congratulations to Isaac. Horrible start of the year, but he's stepped up and defensively. He did it. Most improved. Who's the most improved guy here? From last year to this year, who is the most improved? Oh, Brandon Pierce. This guy was averaging like 10 points last year. Now he's averaging an insane double-double. Brandon Pierce, easily the most improved player. Mike Malone. I don't even know what team this is. What team is this? X Factors. And yeah, don't ignore these teams. They don't even matter. And here it is. The official playoffs have been set up, ladies and gentlemen, for NYL. It's going to be the last playoffs in NYL history. I'm going to announce it like that. And then we're going to go on to greener pastures. We'll see how the playoffs end up turning out for some of y'all. And we'll see how it turns out. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. All, like, -2 of you. I appreciate it. Actually, no, you know what? I'm forgetting stats. So for the last time, we're going to do stats. The last time in NYL history, we're probably going to end up doing stats. How sad is that? For starters, Cougars. There we go. Spartans. There we go. Raiders. There we go. Vipers. There it is. Tigers. Stats. Los Angeles Waves. There we go. Cyclones. Shout out Javian Lillard for a good year. The Senders. Spotlight. Huskies, Bees, Rough Riders, Villains, Red Devils, Aces, Lions, Pitbulls, X Factors with the MVP and the runner-up for the MVP, Pandas, Warriors, Walker Academy, Fire, Sam Stevenson, Tank Cross, Nola Williamson, Piero Pez Jr. Pierce County Blue Chips, Javier Dills led Flash team that fell short, Carlos Hogan's Croats team, Simon Vasquez led Moose team, Silverbacks. That is all the stats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for everything. All negative 2 of you that are still somehow watching this. I appreciate it. Have a good night, y'all. It's been your boy Q. And as always, enjoy. Peace.